Welcome to SAC Wealth Management Sdn Bhd, an opportunity that may change your life. Okay, so before we start our session, the next 45-minute session, I would like to briefly introduce myself so that you can understand me better and know me better. Okay, so my name is KC Chong. I was born in Seremban in 1972 and I was a King Scout. I'm holding a bachelor degree and master degree in technology management, and I'm a CFP, certified financial planner holder, and also a RFP. We call it a registered financial planner. And my working experience is I co-author a book called Money Tips for Doctors, a book which is specially written for doctors in terms of financial management. And also I'm involved in the financial industry for 12 years until now, and I'm a CFP Certified Financial Planner, Module 6 lecturer under the CFP board in KDU, Penang, and also a life planning advisor, associate trainer under Great Eastern. And I've been working in multinational corporations for 5 years and work as part-time lecturer of UK MBA courses and work as part-time lecturer of Australian Bachelor Degree Training Program. So my position and achievement that I have accomplished in this financial industry is that I'm the managing director and founder in SAC Wealth Management Sdn Bhd, together with my wife, who is the executive director, Mandy Hill. And also, I'm a Great Eastern and Great Eastern Takaful Group Sales Manager. This is the highest ranking in the insurance industry. And also, from 2001, since the day I started this business until today, we are able to qualify for a company overseas trip every year without fail. And also in 2004, I was the top unit sales manager of Great Eastern Northern Region, top 4 in the whole country, $1 million round table, fast track group sales manager, which means using the shortest possible time to achieve this. And only 2 people able to achieve this in the year. And also in 2009, $1 million agency. And also I'm a pioneer and well-known retirement and estate planner in the Northern region. Okay, so briefly, this is the brief introduction about myself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you one very important concept. Now, many people would like to start a business but do not know how to start and where to start. But before we understand the how and the where, we must understand why we must start a business. Okay, you must ask yourself this question is why we must start a business. Now, we know that working with people, if you are currently working with people, there are a lot of challenges. Of course, in business also, there are a lot of challenges. Whereas in working with people, the challenges is even more at this juncture of time. Number one is that we are talking about a lot of mergers and acquisition taking place. All right, banks, you can see many different banks are merging. And if the high position is actually duplicate or redundant, then they are going to chop off one of the two. For example, if 2 banks merges at one place and only one manager can survive, for example, so the other one need to be relocated to another place. Next, the disappearance of middle intermediaries. Now we can see that in most of the business model, we are trying to cut costs, right? So the middle intermediary will be disappeared. I mean, slowly, gradually. Then you can see that many people are purchasing things direct from the factories or directly from online, all these things. So the middle intermediaries is going to be getting lower and lower gradually. And also relocation of jobs to other countries. These are the challenges in job. For example, if your factory has decided not to continue the business in Malaysia, then they are moving towards the overseas, going to overseas, for example, China. All right. So the problem is, are you able and are you willing or prepared to move on to that another country with your families here? All right. We are seeing a lot of family problems, family issues after the husband is being relocated to another countries for work. Next, contract basis. Nowadays, many MNC and multinational corporations, they do not increase their manpower by offering permanent job to the employees. Instead, they are using this contract basis. They take you in for contract maybe 1 year or 2 years. So after the contract or the project has finished, then sorry, you're out of the job. Then you need to look for another job. But if they think that you are good, really good, then they will retain you as their permanent employee. Another one is a stiffer competition is taking place nowadays. Not only we are facing the domestic and the local competition from other employees, we are also facing the global challenge from the world competition. Just quote an example. I'm not sure if you have read this book called The World is Flat. Now, in the book itself, it mentioned that people taking order in McDonald's, all right? Let's say you have a customer, you take order, all right? You want to order your food, right? The people that you're talking to, the machine that you're talking to for orders of your McDonald's fast food is actually that person who answer you is maybe located physically in India, for example. So you see, a lot of competitions are taking place, all right? If you're not willing to do certain jobs, then other people will take over your job, okay? So these are the challenges that we are facing nowadays in order for us to survive, to be able to survive in this challenging situation. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we know that doing business has a lot of challenges, but working with people also a lot of challenges. So if I would like to ask a question, whether you depend on one boss is more risky, or are you depending on 1,000 customer base is more risky? Which one is more risky? Of course, depending on one boss is even more and more risky nowadays compared to having 100 or 1,000 of customer base, right? So next, I would like to share this very important scenario which is taking place now. Now you see, in the past, the distribution of wealth is actually in this triangle situation. Now this, for example, the rich people will be very at the top, very few, and then the middle class and also the poor. The poor class is actually at the bottom and consists of a lot of people. This is what is happening in the past. And at this current moment, the present situation is that people from the kampong area, from the poor, from the what do you call that, more rural area people, they're coming into factory to fill up the middle class. All right, they're coming to work in a factory in a town. So these people are coming up to the middle class, and also the people at a rich level, they are actually expanding. All right, the ability and the knowledge and the wealth is actually expanding. So you can see currently this is the financial scenario that you can see in this current situation. What will be the future? Now the future looks this way. You see, the middle class people, they are actually disappearing gradually. Why is that so? Now listen to me very carefully. Now we know that the middle class is actually shrinking. Why is that so? It's because the inflation, due to inflation, our things are getting more and more expensive. Whereas our salary, the income that we earn currently is actually getting lower and lower compared to the goods, the value of the money. So ladies and gentlemen, if we do not do anything to push ourselves up to the rich level, then we will be automatically being pushed down to the poor level. Let me repeat this very important concept that you must understand. You see, things are getting more and more expensive. Even the middle class people, you are not able to buy a good property in Penang Island or even in KL. Because why? Because the property market is getting more and more expensive. So that's why many people are not able to own their own properties or own house. So, and things are getting more and more expensive. So by the limited income, the salary that we are earning nowadays actually is really, really not enough. So the deciding factor is that what are you doing with your spare time after work? Or what are you trying to achieve in your life in terms of the career? So, ladies and gentlemen, if we do not purposely push ourselves hard to achieve the rich level, then we will be automatically be pushed down to the poor level, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to happen in a very near future. So, and we can see that many people are depending on their job, okay? But the problem is, and hoping that this job will take care of them until until retirement, right? But the problem is, at this moment, there is no more job security. Even some big Japanese firm who used to pledge that they are actually taking a lifetime employee is no longer happening, because nowadays people are moving towards retrenchment. So don't hope for any job security at this moment. and there's only financial security. So no more job security, but only financial security. So can we achieve the 1 million target? All right, according to this newspaper cutting, 没有百万休想退休. What does it mean? If you do not have 1 million of ringgit of wealth at this moment, then you do not have enough for your retirement. Let's make a very simple calculation. Now you see, if your current yearly income is 60,000, which is about 5,000 a month, right? Minus off your expenses and your tax, which maybe come to 40,000, then you have a yearly saving of 20,000. Now this is considered very good because 20,000 of yearly saving is really a lot for this person who is earning 60,000 a year. And you need to work and save for 50 years, which is 50 years multiplied by 20,000, which is equivalent to 1 million target. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are 30 years old now, if you have to wait for another 50 years, you need to work and save for 50 years. All right, then only you'll be able to achieve this 1 million target. All right, we have put aside the inflation and the rate of return as well. All right, so we make it a very simple calculation. Next, we know that achieving a 10,000 monthly salary is quite okay nowadays. All right, but you see, if let's see how many years do you need to take? Do you need to work before we reach the 10,000 monthly salary? Now, just quote an example. If you're a degree holder, the first year that you join a company, maybe you get 2,500 of salary. The next year, the company is giving you 8% of yearly increment. 8% is 2,007. All right. The third year, 2009, 2,916, and the fourth year, 3,149. So on and so forth. Now you see, just make a wild guess. How many years do you need to work before you reach the 10,000 monthly salary? Okay, provided 8% yearly increment. And this is really, really very good. All right, consistently 8% of yearly increment. All right, so you see, you need 20 years for you to achieve the 10,000 of monthly salary. Okay, so 20 years. All right. Next, now, ladies and gentlemen, if we choose to change, all right, we would like to make a change in our life, and you're really wanting to do something in your life. Okay, so what are the opportunities available nowadays? Now we can look at the aspect of risk and income. What's your choice? Just quote an example. Now you see, look at this 4 quadrant. Q1 is high risk, low income. What are the jobs which are high risk, low income? You make a guess. All right, you take a look at the surrounding. Who are actually working at a high risk kind of job but low income? Just quote an example. I'm not trying to belittle or look down on any career, because all the job and all the career are actually very it has its contribution to the society. Now this is high risk and low income. Now high risk, low income. Okay, so jobs like a police officer, or even fire brigades, or even people who work at the highway, the toll, all right, the highway. So cleaning the highway. So all these things are high risk, low income job. Okay, but it has its contribution. Next, we have Q2. Q2 is low risk, low income. People who are low risk and low income. So what are the jobs that are low risk and low income? All right, you go and take a look, think about it. And also, we have some career or business which is high risk and high income. What are the business that are high risk and high income? For example, investing heavy capital into a business. This is also considered a high risk, high income. Next, low risk, high income. Okay, this is very low risk and high income. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to think carefully. If you were given a second choice, if you were given the choice to choose, where would you like to place yourself at? Of course, all people or reasonable people will think of Q4. Q4 is a business which is low risk and high income. Right? At this juncture of time, we are given this choice. Okay, this is a second choice that we want to take, and this is actually fall under the low risk, high income category. Okay, so but not many people are actually having the right quadrant. Okay, while choosing their career. So the challenges of traditional business, ladies and gentlemen, we know that if you were to involve into business, all right, traditional business, what are the challenges? Now, first thing that you need to think about is your capital investment. All right, you need to pump in money, all right, and how much money, it is not limited to only a fixed amount. All right, when things doesn't get well, all right, so you need to continue to pump in a lot of money, or even take up a lot of loans, or settle a lot of bills. So all these things requires money, and you need to pump in a very heavy capital investment. Next, uncollectible debt or bad debt. All right, so that is a big issue in current business situation. Many people, after they have taken your product, then they will drag you on your payment. Then the problem is, all right, you are actually becoming their finance company, all right, to finance their business by using your own money. Storage and obsolete stocks. Now, if we are involved in a business which needs to keep a lot of stocks or storage, so you need to expand your warehouse, you need to spend a lot of money to take care of the goods or the products. And if the products that we keep are actually will obsolete easily, for example, fashions or even fruits or some livestock, so all these things will have storage and obsolete stocks, obsolete problem. See? Okay. Now, how to start a business without the above problem? This is life insurance and takaful business. Now, many people misunderstood this business. Actually, this is a wonderful business, and many people do not know and are not aware how to build this business in the business mindset. So, life insurance and takaful business is one of the very important and very good answer. Now, you see, life insurance has been in the market for more than a few hundred years. All right, so this is a proven product and proven market. Nobody at this modern society can live peacefully without life insurance for the family. Okay, now this is a proven product and proven market. Next, now we even have this takaful business, which is having a very huge market. Only 12% of insured rate in Malaysia. For example, developed countries as Japan, they have an insurance rate of as high as 600%, which means one person average has 6 insurance policy. Whereas in takaful in Malaysia, we only have 12%, which means out of 10 people, only 1.2% has one policy. See, so this is the big market that we are talking about, and we know that every individual, regardless of what are your race or your religion and where do you come from, every individual needs life insurance for their peace of mind and also a protection for the family members. Now, this takaful is an insurance berlandaskan syariah. All right, it is operated according to the what do you call it, a Sharia committee, and it all complies to the takaful compliance. Okay, so we have a committee which is from a group of very well-versed Islamic, very experts. Those experts. So they are actually behind this whole takaful thing, and also to make sure that all these product and services that we offer to our clients are actually a compliance to the Sharia law. Next. And this is one of the very important factor why we do this business. Now, any business, we'll talk about leverage. Now, you need to leverage on the remuneration system and your team. See, so you can actually, in this business, you can branch out without heavy capital investment. Now, just quote an example. If you were to take up a franchise, all right, of McDonald's or even KFC, whatever, now you need to pump in a lot of capital. Right? Whether your business can come in or can run smoothly, it all depends on how you operate it, right? But in our business, you can actually branch out without heavy capital investment. I'm going to share with you later. Okay? Next. Now, when we talk about business, this is a very important concept that is pledged by Robert T. Kiyosaki, which is in the book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, in this concept, people who are working for people is called employee, right? If you are at this stage of time, you are considered an employee. You are actually working for people. This is employee. Now, many people after become an employee, then you can move on to become a self-employed. Self-employed means you work for your own, all right? You're providing your service or sell some product on your own, all on your own. Then you are working for yourself, for your own. This is called self-employed. Now, from people who are self-employed, you can move into business. Business means people work for you, right? You have your team, you have your business partners to work for you, and also later on you can become an investor. Investor means your money will work for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are currently at this E, the employee, all right, we will bring you from S to B and then I. But you need to make a decision to jump from E to become S first. Now, in our business, you can start from self-employed. After self-employed, that means you do a personal sales. Then after that, you can build your team. You build your business, and then finally, you become an investor. Okay, so this ESBI is a very important concept that everyone should understand. And furthermore, the business that we are involved in is not some business which are not not healthy or not stable. So it's all governed by our central bank, Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia. See, so it is a very stable and very professional kind of business, and it is encouraged by the government to to participate in any life insurance or takaful business. Right, you feel very secure and safe. Right, you won't face a problem like after striving hard, after working for a very long time, then suddenly the company declare bankrupt, something like that. All right, you won't have this kind of problem because it's all governed by the Central Bank of Malaysia. And I'm going to share with you why Great Eastern is the right choice for you. So you see, we are a member of OCBC Group, and OCBC has recently got the award of World's Strongest Bank 2011 and 2012 under the Bloomberg market. Now you see, in order to be the world's strongest bank, all right, you need to be very, very prudent in terms of managing the wealth. So that's why you will feel very secure, very safe, all right, to introduce your client to park their money under this kind of group, because we really take good care of the customer, because we are being awarded as the world's strongest bank. And not only that, Great Eastern is under OCBC Group, and Great Eastern is the largest and oldest life insurance company in Malaysia. Okay, you can see from here, and also we got this Great Eastern Takaful license as well. So your market is even being widened and even being extended to a bigger portion in the market. And also the profitability of an insurance company. Now you see, in order for a company or a life insurance company to make money, you need to bring in a lot of sales, right? So our sales, our target is the highest. Right? We have a revenue or premium coming into the insurance company, and also the outflow. The expenses must be low, right? In order for you to sustain your business, and also a return from your investment must be also good. And then finally, your benefits that you are giving to your policyholders will become better. See? So let me share with you. This is all abstracted from Bank Negara DGI report. Now this DGI report, you can download it from the internet. Okay, under the Bank Negara, this publication. Now you see, total assets compared to most of the companies, Great Eastern has the highest total asset. Now, being a life insurance company, your total asset must be very, very solid, very, very strong. All right, then only you'll be able to pay out the claims to the customer. You see, so we are almost hit above 50 billion already now. This is billion, 50 billion. Okay. Next, bonuses paid. Great Eastern is paying the highest bonus in the whole industry, okay, in 2011. And also, we have total bonuses paid out. All right, Great Eastern is also the biggest. And 3 years forfeiture rate. Now, you see, this is a very important thing that you need to understand. This means that the policy being sold to customer, all right, how many percent cancel off their policy or discontinue their policy, the customer discontinue the policy. For example, within 3 years' time, okay, one customer, after he bought the policy, right, he surrender or discontinue the policy, the premium, within the first 3 years. Now this one, the better one is the lowest in terms of percentage, right? So for Great Eastern, only 3.7% of policyholder surrender or discontinue their policy within the first 3 years. Okay, this is the lowest, so that's why which means more profit for the agents and also better product for the customer. And also the expense rate. The expense rate for Great Eastern is also 21.4%. All right, for management expenses. All right, Great Eastern has spent lower expenses in order to maintain the company. I think this is very, very important. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you a story of an ordinary boy. Now you see, I'm a very ordinary guy, so I was not performing very well in my primary school, secondary school, even my tertiary education. So I did not have any career direction, and working performance also not very good, just normal only, right? So, but 12 years ago, we made a decision which will not looked up by many people. Many people think that because I'm a Seremban boy, then I started this business together with my wife. We came out full-time together. Right? We came out full-time together and started off this business which we are totally not familiar with. Right? So we started off this business, and finally we've started off this business from one car. All right, this is our Iswara that we started off this career by using this car. And also later on, we changed to 2 years later. After hard working, all right, we changed to this car, all right, the Camry. And then after that, in 2005, we promoted to group sales manager and earned a significant income. I get my wife a C200 Mercedes-Benz, and currently I'm owning a semi-D double-story shop house, office lot, and E-Class, C-Class Mercedes-Benz, and my retirement fund and my children education fund. Now, I'm not trying to brag myself by all these materials thing, but it's just that I would like to share with you. We are really blessed, and we really work hard on it for it. Then we'll be able to achieve what we want to achieve. And also, not only that, we are enjoying all the paid for tour or overseas trip to many countries. For example, Europe, Japan, Inner Mongolia, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So these are the countries which the company is giving us free trip. And not only that, we also truly believe in what we sell. Many people treat life insurance as a product to sell to earn income. But we ourselves, we buy a lot of policy for ourselves because we know the importance of owning all these policies. All right, so we are paying about 120,000 of yearly premium for 3 people only, which is myself, my wife, and also my daughter. See, so we are paying high premium, all right, to enjoy a very good benefit, and we truly believe in what we sell. That's why we own this. So, ladies and gentlemen, if an ordinary guy like me can do it, and I believe, yes, you can. So, SAC is at our transformation stage from a life insurance agency into a business corporation. So, we sincerely invite you to be part of our next level of success story. So, we have our online training. Now, what is good about this online training? Now, you see, when we started off this business, we need to give a lot of training to newcomers. When the newcomers come in, if only 2 or 3 newcomers come in, then we have to start training from zero to hero, right? So then we'll spend a lot of time, of training time. Sometimes I'm not free and the agents are free. And sometimes the agents are not free and I'm free. So it's very hard to get a common time. By having our training materials and training information being transferred into the online system, then we are actually able to train our partners anytime, anywhere, no matter where he or she is, and no matter which level he or she belongs to, and then we all can duplicate this training. So I would say 70% of our basic training information are all already transferred to online. All right, unless from time to time they have any, you all have any questions or any case study, then we can study offline. Okay. Next, we also have our online monitoring. We monitor our partners from on a weekly basis online. All right. So these are the report that this person can generate or can submit to us. Okay. And also we have an interactive website. All right. We have this website which is actually providing some basic information to our clients, to our partners, and so on and so forth. And also we are associated with a Malaysian top financial blogger who is KC Lau. I believe if people who like to search on these financial blogs, then KC Lau is one of it, one of the very successful one. All right. So he has also a lot of. So we will actually from time to time provide some public awareness or training, and to be sent to all his subscribers. If any of his subscribers are interested in purchasing our product, then we will send our partners to go and talk to them and close the case. All right, next, we also organize some webinars. Webinar means web-based seminar, right? Instead of inviting the participants to attend our physical training, then we are actually providing the online life insurance webinars to the public. All right, so we are giving a lot of education to the public through webinars. See? And also, we are the invited guest speaker of more than 120 talks or trainings. So we went to hospital, associations, corporations, multinational corporations. So all these companies, why is that so? Because we want to grab a big group of big, big crowd of the customer base. So whoever organized this seminar or the talk, then he or she can go and follow up with all these prospects. See, so. And our team, we also publish a few books. So all these books, actually, you can use it as a marketing tool to approach a client, all right, in a more professional way. And also, we are running our agency like a corporations. See? So we are very corporatized, and we are moving towards a corporatization kind of mindset. And also, we have this very effective system approach, and we can keep warm with your prospect and your client. Now, you see, many people, let's say, for example, if you have 100 customer base, 100 prospects, and you do not know how to approach them. So we, from time to time, maybe once a month or twice a month, we will send in some financial related information to your prospect, your prospect. So all these people, when they receive, maybe out of 105 inquiries coming back, all right, then you can save a lot of time in dealing with 100 people. You can save the 95 people of talking to them, approaching them. Then you only need to approach these 5 inquiries who come back to you, right? So this will save a lot of your costing, but we are making it into a very personalized kind of email, so that when they receive your email, they feel like it is actually sent by you. Next, we are also working on collaboration with business association or colleges or university in order for us to provide our training, our information to educate the public, all right, to educate all these university or colleges in order for them to understand financial matters earlier. So we are also moving towards corporatization. We are focusing on professionalism, systemization, and also entrepreneurship. Right? With these three direction, then we are moving towards a corporatization of our company. Okay. This is our corporate client, our corporate clients, and many of them are our business insurance client. All right. Okay, come to the very important question. Do you intend to triple your income in 3 years' time? So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from here, we are doing things very simple. All right, we just follow strictly 2 simple steps. Now, what are they? Number 1, step 1, every week, you just help one person to save 150 ringgit per month, which is this person, let's say he'll buy a policy of 1,800 ringgit yearly premium. So you just help one person to save 150 ringgit per month. Okay? Next, every year, you just introduce 2 people who can repeat your step 1. All right? Then you will be able to achieve an income in this projected manner. Your first year projected income will be 29,256 ringgit. If you divide it into 12, then it is 2,438 ringgit monthly. Your next year, you will double up, all right, 4,500 ringgit monthly. And just make a wild guess. How much will you get in year 3? Okay. In year 3, you have 12,000 ringgit per month. Now, this is very attractive, right? Because within 3 years' time, all right, instead of working with people, you need 20 years time to achieve 10,000 more income monthly. Now you are just using 3 years, and I can reassure that this 12,000, it will not drop so drastically, and it will grow from time to time and continue to grow if you are able to do the step 1 and step 2 very, very steadily. Okay. So we are making a leverage on the system. Now you can see here, how do we make these 2 balls to be balanced on this ruler? you can see here 100 kg compared to 5 kg. Now, on the ruler, how do we make them balance? As you can see, there's one triangle block at the bottom of this ruler. Okay, this is what we call leverage. Now, with this proper leverage being placed at the right place, you can make these two balls balance. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say is this. Now, in our insurance industry, the top 5 people will earn the highest income, right? The top super sales people will earn the highest income. For example, every year they may produce 400,000 of sales production. Now, the bottom 5%, this is those people attitude not good, lazy, and don't want to work. So this is the bottom 5%. This one we also not interested to deal with them. Now, as you can see here, the average people consists of 90%. Now, this 90%, for example, averagely, they are closing, let's say 90,000 a year, all right, 90,000 of production a year. So this 5% compared to the 90%, which do you think will earn a higher income? The top super sales 5% people or the average 90%? Okay, by logical sense, it's supposed to be the top super sales of 5% who can earn higher income, right? But with our system, you can leverage on our system, and our system will be able to help you to support the average 90% to earn the income of top 5% people. And you can earn it even in a more simpler way of doing it, a more relaxed way compared to the top 5% people. Okay, so how are we going to prove this to you? As you can see from this power of leverage, you can see here in year 1, the self-employed, the person who is the top 5%, the super sales, all right, he or she only focus on personal sales. All right, so the income that he or she gets is 140,000 yearly income. But if you treat it as a business, your yearly income will be 29,000. Now, this is, you just follow strictly the step 1, step 2. Now, as a comparison, you can see that your income is much lower compared to this 140,000, right? Next year, if you continue to do your step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2, the person who is doing the self-employed is 240,000, and the people who do this business is only earning 54,000, which is much lesser compared to the 240,000, right? And for third year, this person will grow to 300,000, whereas for people who follow strictly the step 1 and step 2 will only earn 144,000 relatively. But it's also considered very high, right? 3 years, you can earn more than 12,000 a year. Now, look at the magic here. It's going to happen on the 4th year. Now, after 4th year, you see your income of starting off the business in 4th year, you'll be able to earn more than the one who do the top 5% people and continue to grow. From 7 years to 10 years onward, the single self-employed person will only earn a stagnant income, whereas your income will grow from 700 over thousand to the 7th year of 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 6 million, 6 million. All right, this is the power of leverage when you have a very big team and you'll be able to achieve this by simply follow 2 simple steps. All right, step 1 and step 2, your yearly income will grow drastically. Okay, so this is called the power of leverage. And what you need to do is just step 1 and step 2. So ladies and gentlemen, if you sign up for exam today, conventional is 175 ringgit, Takafu is 80 ringgit. You will get subsidized of 80 ringgit. All right, if you sign up by today, you'll be able to get this 80 ringgit of subsidized. And then also, if you close 3 cases within the first month after contracted as partner, you have a full refund of your exam fee. So an exam registration email will be sent to your email after this webinar. Please register if you really want to make a change in your life. All right. So thank you and see you at the top.